Yeah, when I started looking at this, I didn't really understand how difficult it probably was to come up with some sort of governing criteria, and I don't think I have. So I'm just going to give it my best effort. So the YGA has a client charter, and there's certainly some things in this client charter that would help you make that decision. The fact that there is a client charter, I think obviously is the first criteria. But as I look at who around I've seen that's a great golf coach, in my opinion, then I think for the most part they're a coach only. So that means that they are coaching full-time, educating full-time, learning full-time, rather than, let's say, working in a shop and doing hours behind the counter selling green fees. I mean, if, in all honesty, if you had all of these skills, and they are exceptional skills, when you get someone that's good and effective, why would you be behind a counter being a salesperson? It just doesn't make sense. It's like the guy running the railways then selling tickets. It's just not sensible for that person. Now, there may be some criteria that might govern that the only way they're going to get a job is to do that. Well, find another place. I mean, if you're serious about being a golf coach and serious about helping people, then your guy is going to be full-time. The only thing they do is to discover more about the golf swing, how people learn, or improving their systems, improving the value for money to you as a client. I think another thing that doesn't exist much yet, but again, so this tape is very much not only for the people looking for a coach, but those people looking to be a coach or who are already a coach, into giving them some ideas. But I would want to see some evidence that they could give this results-orientated service that YGA says that you should deliver, meaning that if a client comes to get something in their game, for their game, short or long term, then through the consultation period they should agree on what is feasible, and then that be delivered, and that's what they're paying for, not the time. So I think to back that up, I would keep records of each client, what the original goal was, what we've achieved, when it was achieved, and to some degree some sort of idea of the work and time and financial commitment that was required to make that. And then if that was backed up with the client's testimonial to that effect, then I think that would really work to convince me that this is somebody that I would consider having a lesson from. I think I would need to see a full range of services that were bespoke and also pretty a la carte kind of thing, so that I could see immediately the type of value I was being offered on the basis of results being achieved. I would look for them to have a managed practice system, and by that I mean a golf professional shouldn't sell you a lesson unless you've agreed on what you're going to practice and then how that practice is going to be done, and how the coach is going to continue to monitor that practice, whether directly through video or through a buddy practice system, i.e. one where the coach has a list of people that are also on an improvement program and that would spend time with each other, helping each other during the practice to a set of criteria. So very much that the practice being seen as important as the information that the coach has. So when it comes to that information, I think the hardest part is understanding or trying to find out whether the coach really does know about the golf swing. And I think that's going to be even difficult for me to suggest a way. We could look at their extra certifications. So, you could ask them, well, what have you studied? What else have you done since you qualified? What other certifications have you got? We might look at things like becoming a golfing machinist. Expect the level 1s and 2 minimum, but maybe a master like me. Maybe they've done some of the one plane swing. Maybe they've done a Peltz clinic. I'm also part of the Proponent Network, which is again a group of about 200 to 300 of the top coaches around the world. Maybe they've got other qualifications, like they're a sports psychologist, or they're a master practitioner of NLP. Maybe they've done golf biomechanic courses. Maybe they're a member of the Titleist Institute or a Paul Chek golf mechanic practitioner. Maybe they've done extraordinary golf with Fred, or they've done with Aimpoint, with one of the guys in the UK or abroad. So these are the things that you're looking for. Be careful, because obviously people chase these certificates down, but still then don't offer the rest of the services, or they haven't really practiced enough those particular elements that they've gone and certified for, because these things are very soon forgotten. But I think what I'm going to say here is that the more they've educated themselves, the better. Obviously, equipment is very much part of what it is that a real serious golf professional would have invested in. They don't necessarily have to invest thousands and thousands and thousands. A simple iPad with a V1 piece of software to an all gun systems costing 200,000 in an indoor private studio. As long as they're able to give you the feedback that you require, and they've got the knowledge to interpret that information to a high degree, and then work out the one thing that they're going to coach you that's going to make the most difference. So these are just a few ideas. I didn't want to go too long. Please contact me if you want to know in more detail how you go about finding these people. You can call me up about particular coaches that you're thinking of investing your time and effort in, and if I know them or I've heard of them, then I'll give you as fair an opinion as I possibly can. So thank you for listening. Peter Hudson, Head of Training and Recruitment at the World Golf Teaching Federation, founder of YGA, NLP, golf.co.uk and Peak Performance Golf. Look forward to talking to you soon. Cheers now.